All right, everyone. Again, Mr. T calling in. This is the Show Me the Money. I'm going to go ahead and get this party on the road. I still hear some guests chiming in. And for the sake of time and in respect of everyone's time, I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is the Show Me the Money. And I'm so excited to have this call tonight. I tell you, we're going to be talking about our Super 10. And to help us with that, we have Miss Melissa Honeybee. And then we have an amazing testimony from Brooklyn, New York, brand new team member, Miss Nikisha. And then, of course, we got to hear a little bit about the money. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about that. And then we got the razzle dazzle browsels from Houston, Texas, to help us close it out. So, without further delay, folks, for you brand new people, and I know we have brand new people on the call tonight, I just want to let you know, folks, we're talking about an 11-year-old company here with Team Efforts International. Our sister division, My Video Talk, has been in existence for 10 years, debt-free, never missed a check, almost 500,000 representatives worldwide, and close to 20 millionaires on top of that, folks. And we've done that with a non-consumable product. So can you imagine what's getting ready to happen here with our amazing 10 that was just launched on February the 8th? So, folks, we have a consumer product with amazing testimonies, and the science behind these products are just off the charts. And what I want to do now is actually turn this portion of the call over to an amazing young lady out of North Carolina. She's our team product expert. Might as well say for the whole company, because I do not know anyone who knows these sprays better than the professor, Miss Melissa Honeybee. She is on the go, folks. And what's so amazing about her story, she's brand new to network marketing, never been in network marketing before. She's already car qualified in 3 short months. And not only that, she's selling anywhere from $750 to $1,800 a day retail spray, doing it all online. So, Melissa, you're just doing it big. We appreciate your energy, everything that you're bringing to the table. And again, we're going to focus on the Super 10 tonight, but why don't you start us off by just sharing us a little bit about each product? Melissa Honeybee, are you there?
I am. Thank you, Mr. T. 10 is it. We don't have to look anywhere else because we have phenomenal products and they work. Let me go over a little bit about why they're working. Because it's natural, it's revolutionary. They're oral sprays. I can't say they're changing because they have changed the way now the world is taking vitamins, nutrition, and minerals. Guess what? No longer do you have to swallow pills, take capsules, powders, juices. We've got the product. Why? Intraoral absorption. It is 9 times better than taking any pill, and it absorbs in your system 98%. That's in your bloodstream instantly. Instant health benefits. No binders, no fillers, just 100% health benefits. Let me tell you, I was looking on the internet today. When you're trying to lose weight, guess what? Everybody thinks that the scale that matters. It is a $100 million industry right now, and guess what? We have products that work in the weight loss industry. We call it 1 by 10. Our very own Cletha, Washington, no longer can we say everything is bigger in Texas. Why? She's lost the 98 pounds in 4 months with one of our products, and we'll tell you what it is in just a second. I can't stop bragging about my team, and I'm so proud of them. I call them the Dream Read team. Why? The husband and wife duo team. They've lost combined together 75 pounds in 60 days. Why? Because they're using our 10 vitamin sprays. In particular, they're using our Slim by 10. The reason I love this, 8 sprays a day, this dynamic fat blocker, appetite suppressor, helps them lose weight. What do? They spray it 30 minutes before they eat, and they are on their way to slimmer bodies. let me tell you about some of the ingredients. We've got green tea coffee extract, green bean extract, Carolina frambriata, Garcinia cambogia, and African mango. There is nothing out there like that in the industry. They have an individual, but nothing in combined with what we got. If you try to go purchase these items with the same absorption rate that we have for a 30-day bottle, guess what? $804 is what you would spend, and not with our product. Next product we have is our B Boost. Let me go over it. It's so important and essential for our body. It's B3, B6, B12. Why did we put these super Bs in this spray? Because we want to kickstart your day naturally and get you energized. 8 sprays a day. It'll maintain your nervous system, your brain, your heart, your liver, your kidney. In fact, the B vitamins are essential for your whole performance and well-being in your body. Next product we have is our D Power. I love this. Vitamin D3. That's the important D. Not D2, but D3. Why is that? Because it's the D that helps absorb calcium in our body, but not just that. It works our immune system, and it's found in every tissue and every organ in our body. So what does that mean? Everybody needs to be on D, from brand new babies to seniors. I love it. Next product we have is our Cell Energy, and of course, I'm going to brag about it, the world's first cellular spray. Why is it the best thing that's out there right now? Because we have 4 fantastic ingredients. Glutathione. It's a natural occurring antioxidant that's in our body, while we age. But guess what? Our glutathione levels decrease. It starts causing issues, health problems. All you have to do is spray our Cell Energy. You're going to replenish into your cells in the production because what? The second ingredient we got, alpha lipoic. What does it do? It grabs those vitamins and replenishes in your cells. Then, of course, they had to add another kick to it, some natural caffeine to give us a little bit of energy, and then resveratrol. That's right. It works right to the DNA that's caused by damage right during the aging process. How fabulous is that? Last but not least, I'm going to go down to our Super 10. That's what we're going to highlight tonight. 8 sprays a day. You're going to get a powerful super blend of 10 superfoods packed full of antioxidants. I love it because, of course, it detoxes the body. It helps with inflammation in our system. This also is part of my weight loss regimen because you just heard me say it's a great detoxer. It's going to help keep your body energized. I love it because it contains aloe vera, maki berry, goji, acai, 5-HTP. You all need to go research that. It's fantastic. Another thing on there, Nikisha, one of our superstars, she loves this because she uses it in place of her PPIs, which is her acid reflux medication. She's no longer disturbed at night, and she can sleep just like a baby. And I'm not going to lie to you, I sprayed 2 of these at night, and I'm knocked out until the rooster starts crowing. So I don't know about you, Mr. D, but I'm pumped up about tonight and about our product.
Absolutely, and I tell you, I make sure I use that Super 10 because with the 2 little ones that I have, 5-year-old and the 2-year-old, I need all the sleep I can get. But thank you so much for that product explanation. And again, I want you to highlight our Super 10. You sort of ended up talking about it a little bit, but maybe explain a little bit more in detail. How this Super 10, because of the 10 superfoods that we have in there and the ingredients, how those ingredients and the way it's formulated is able to help fight the 5 core diseases caused by inflammation. Maybe if you can touch on that a little bit, Melissa, and then anything else that you want to share with us about the Super 10.
Absolutely. I don't even know how they're selling this for such a low price because, again, we have 10 superfoods in it, and that's the key core of this spray. And if you try to purchase same-like ingredients, try to get the same absorption, it's over $1,000 for a month. If that tells you anything, we've got something special going on here. The reason I love it, Mr. T, is because, our core is filled with inflammation. We have good inflammation, and we have bad inflammation, and we got ugly inflammation. And the reason I call it the good, the bad, the ugly is because we need good inflammation if we're familiar with it. Say we've stubbed our toe, we're familiar with the pain, swelling, redness, classical heat. That's the good, because what it did is it allowed our body to heal over a process. The bad inflammation, this is the one that I don't like, and then we can get into the ugly, is, the core diseases. And they're very common, and you may not even know you've got something going on, and that's really scary. So I will just touch on a few of the core areas that can be caused by inflammation of what's going on in our system, such as we have kidney. We all need our kidneys. Heart. Of course, we need our heart. Our brain. We use that, daily. We can go to bowel inflammation and pelvic. So as women, we understand that. This is one thing that I really kind of want to touch on, and it's kind of the hidden one. And in our stomach area, we have, and it's called, I don't know if you know this or not, but it's a leaky gut. Do you know what a leaky gut is, Mr. T?
I have no idea, but I'm definitely all ears.
This is really important because this is why I like our Super 10, because it works on inflammation. And like you heard me earlier say, it's a detox. A lot of people have leaky gut issues, and they may not even know it. This is caused by our bad eating habits or even pills that we've swallowed and they couldn't get processed through our body properly because of the binders and fillers. The reason that I love our Super 10 is it does detox. It goes through. It gets rid of all the hidden chronic infections and viruses and bacteria and yeast, and I'm going to say this word, parasites that can form, because we can't see this. It's all hidden inside our system, and I'm talking about inside our digestive tract. It's really scary to think that if you ended up getting leaky gut, which means you were able to process the items that are not naturally made for our body, then it stays in there and it causes inflammation, and it causes a leak in our intestines. And this is huge because I love it, because one of our ingredients in our Super 10, I said, is aloe vera. We all know what aloe vera does on the outside, because our grandmas used to do it when we skinned our knee. They would just cut their little aloe plant and put it on our knee, and we would go on. That's our little antiseptic. But guess what? We have it in a spray. Can you imagine what the aloe can do to help heal the inside of our digestive tract? It's huge. It's huge. And that's one of our core diseases, is inflammation in our gut area. That's silent killer is what I want to say to you. And it's really scary. And believe it or not, it's usually based on the way that we eat. Again, the supplements that we take. And if we don't take them in a way that the body can produce it and distribute it naturally without binders and fillers, we end up having issues in chronic issues, and then silent killers is what I just want to say. I'm not even going to fiddle with it. I'm just going to say it's a silent killer. So why I love our Super 10, the best ingredients in there. Strong antioxidants, great detox. We've got healers in there, and it's going to help us with not just the gut area, but our heart, our kidneys, our lungs, our pelvis, our bowels. So this is so important, why it is necessary for everybody to use the Super 10. Yeah, we saw it does, inflammation or helps with acid reflux, but this is a huge core area where we are not mainly aware of, because it's a silent killer. So this is my suggestion. Everybody get on your Super 10 and make sure you're doing your 8 sprays a day. That really will keep that doctor away. And Mr. T, let me let you know, if we use the spray properly and we do have some issues that are hidden, it'll help reduce that inflammation. It'll help get rid of the leaky gut. It'll heal that leaky gut. Another thing that you have to do, though, to take with it, and I always say our superpower, it goes for every tissue and every organ, we need to make sure that's involved with this healing process. But it's really scary, Mr. T, because it is called a silent killer, because you don't know until it's too late. And inflammation is huge, and it's out there. There is a test that you can get ran, and I'll be glad to tell you what it's called. It's a C-reactive protein test, and what it does is it measures the degrees of hidden inflammation in your body, and that covers all your organs out there. And so, my suggestion is continue to use your Super 10, get your 8 sprays in daily, but that might be a test that you may want your physician to run because it's one of the tests you can run for those hidden inflammation diseases that are out there. So,
can you say that test again, Melissa? Can you give that out to us again?
I can. It's called a C and then a dash, and then it's reactive, CTIVE protein test. And again, it measures the degree of hidden inflammation in your body.
Wow.
So it's huge. It's huge. And that's probably not a common test that physicians run. And I'll just tell you, we don't do that until we already know that there's something majorly going on, and then we're trying to find out where the source is. And this will let us know through all the organs of the body if there's hidden inflammation. So that's a good test to know.
Wow. Well, Melissa, I tell you, thank you so much as always. My text, I'm receiving text already about what you share with us, believe it or not. And I just want to thank you again, folks. You heard it. You know, make sure you take these sprays. Make sure you take the Super 10. And like Melissa said, take it properly. 8 times a day, inside the cheek, and you'll be good to go. Melissa, thank you so much. Keep up the great work out there in North Carolina, and I know we'll be in touch. Thank
Absolutely.
you again, Melissa.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And real quick, before we bring our next guest, and let me just do a mic check. Nikisha, did you make it to the speaker line? You give her
I'm here.
Bit. All right, fantastic. Well, good. I'm gonna turn it over to you in just a minute. But folks, I just got a news flash, and Amy Gill just sent a message to me, and I want to make sure I make this announcement. But tomorrow on this line, Mel Gill will be on our corporate call, so make sure you tune in tomorrow. I believe the time is going to be 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will be an email and another communication verifying the time, but just wanted to let you all know there will be a corporate call tomorrow with the one and only Mel Gill. Next up, from Brooklyn, New York, I tell you, one of our new team members just recently retired from working in the mental health industry is Nikisha Clinton, and she shared with me her testimony as well as her daughter's, and I definitely want her to share with us what she shared with me, you know, particularly about your daughter. I know she has to, we can't really say her name just for a variety of reasons because a lot of us may know who she is, but why don't you come to the line, Nikisha, take a few minutes here and share with us what you share with me.
Yes, okay. Hi, everyone. About 8 months ago, my daughter started experiencing chest pains. And she would go to the doctors and emergency visits, and no one even did an EKG on her because she didn't look sick. And they felt that because of her age, it wasn't necessary. Well, this continued until the end of April. Once a month or once every other month, she would have a series of chest pains, and they were unexplainable. And no one really checked until she finally found a doctor that was willing to do labs on her and send her to a pulmonary specialist. Well, the day she went for labs, the pain was extreme. It was worse than it had ever been, to the point where I had to stay with her for 4 days until she went to the pulmonary specialist. She wouldn't go to the emergency room because she was tired of them just sending her back home and not doing anything and then charging her astronomical fees. So the day we went to the pulmonary specialist, because she doesn't look sick, I had to tell her, you better let them know that how much pain you're in. The receptionist saw that she was in pain and called the doctor in to see about her right away, and the doctor sent her for an EKG. And when he got the results of the EKG, he didn't like them, so he told her that he was going to have an echocardiogram done on her, and she may have to stay in the hospital. Well, that's exactly what happened. It turns out that she had a massive amount of fluid around her heart. She stayed in the emergency room for 2 days before they put her in a room, and because they were monitoring her constantly, doing all kinds of tests on her. She stayed in the hospital for, I think, about 8 to 10 days. And they had done every kind of test you can imagine on her. They thought she had lupus. They thought she had rheumatoid arthritis. They thought she had all kinds of things. They did find that she did have some sort of bacteria in her system that was attacking the heart, but they didn't determine what it was. And at some point, the fluid started to thicken and had protein fibers in it, and the heart was beating against the fluid, which caused the lining of the heart to harden. So at some point, they catheterized her to check to see what damage there, if possible, if any, was done to the heart and to the vessels, etc., arteries or whatever. In the course of all of that, I had learned about the vitamin D spray from Dr. Vincent. And a friend of mine, Ray, in Georgia, sent me a bottle so that I could use it on her while she was in the hospital. And that's what I did. We didn't tell the doctors. We just sprayed her whenever nobody was looking. And I constantly sprayed her for about 4 days, I think. Well, at some point she decided she wasn't going to stay in the hospital any longer because all they were doing was giving her Percocet and Motrin, ibuprofen, and all kind of pain medicine, but they still didn't know what was wrong with her. I told her before I gave her the vitamin D to have them do her vitamin D levels, and her levels were extremely low. I think it was like 12.8 or something like that.
Wow.
Excuse me. So before she left the hospital, they did give her another echo, and it showed that the fluid was gone. So I can't swear to it, but I really believe it was because of the vitamin D. And when she got home, it was difficult for her to move around. She was very winded. And, you know, she lives on the top floor of a brownstone, so to go up the stairs and you can't come back down because she's too tired. At some point, 2 weeks later, she was able to start walking in the neighborhood and taking little adventures. She couldn't go too far because she would still be very tired. And about 3 to 4 weeks after she was released from the hospital, I started her on all 4 sprays, everything except for the Slim. Well, about a month later, she was able to walk all over the place. The pain had stopped. I think she had two bouts of pain after being released from the hospital. But after that, after being on the sprays, there was no more pain. And to this day, she has had no more pain. She travels a lot. Her work is traveling. So she hadn't been able to travel from September to, she went out of the country in the beginning of June, I believe, or the end of June. And she called me up and she said, "Mom, I don't have any pain," because she was afraid to travel, but, you know, she needed to work, so she took that chance. And so far, she's had no pain.
Wow.
She's still on the sprays. She still gets a little tired, but in her schedule, the way she works, she burns both the candle at both ends, so she's going to be tired anyway. But
right.
She has had no pain.
Wow.
And
wow.
Yeah.
Nikisha, just so we get the story clear, you're saying your daughter she'll remain nameless, but she wasn't able to work from September of last year until she was on the sprays for about a month, and then she was able to. Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that with us, Nikisha, and we're definitely looking forward to great things from you. And again, folks, we're not making any medical claims or cures. We're just simply sharing with you what these sprays are doing for all these wonderful people out there. And I definitely have to take a second here and give a shout out to Dr. Vincent and Mr. Ray from Atlanta. I remember when they were out in New York and they were trying to set New York on fire, so I'm glad they were out there because it looks like they connected with you, and hopefully together we can really take New York to a whole nother level. So, Nikisha, again, thank you so much, and look forward to talking to you again soon.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Next up, folks, I'm going to talk a little bit about this amazing compensation plan. You've already heard so much amazing information here that was shared with us about the products. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the money, just highlight some of the highlights of our comp plan, our $1 million producing comp plan. Then I'm going to turn it over to the Brazzles here in just a second. But, folks, there's 10 ways to get paid with this an amazing compensation plan here with 10. The first way that you can get paid is with our retail sales, folks. And I tell you, Melissa Honeybee, I know she shared with us the product, but nobody is doing it better than her. I mean, she'll send a text to me, hey, Mr. T, $750. I walked in the church and 7 people came up to me, and I got to come up with sprays. She called me last week, Mr. T, what did you do today with retail sales? And I thought I was big and bad. I said, I sold 2 diamond packs today. She said, I retail 1,800, folks, and she's doing it all online through social media, Facebook, and we have different people with websites here and there. And the reason why I love to stress this part, I've been in this industry for over 15 years, mainly in nutritional companies. I just love nutrition. And I've never, ever, ever, and I know there are some of the leaders out there and veterans and some of the people I talked to yesterday, oh, my God, folks, we have some unbelievable players coming to our team that have joined, and 10 is getting ready to go to a whole new level. But they will agree, as far as retailing these products, I mean, I got the products right here in my office stacked up from this company and that company. I cannot keep these sprays in stock. And the beautiful thing, the brand new person with no experience can make money in the meantime while they're waiting to earn this other big money, the residual money and the weekly bonuses. They can make money before their product even shows up at their doorstep, folks. And we got people doing that all day long. So our retail sales, phenomenal part of our compensation plan. We have fast start bonuses, $50 for everybody that you bring in at the diamond level. There's team builder bonuses, $25 down to infinity to the next team builder. We have executive leadership bonuses. Once you get 2, who get 2? Mel and Amy threw in another $100. Then we have the weekly team commissions, folks. For every 4 and 2 combination, whether it's on your left or your right, down to infinity is $150 paid out weekly. And, folks, so long as you have one person on your left that's active and another person on your right that's active, the volume never flushes. Let me stress that. The volume never flushes. Folks, you have all these other binaries out there. Your volume only counts for a certain week of the month or the second week or the third week or the fourth week. But this volume just stays there. Whenever you go back to work again or whenever you catch up to it again, that money just pays out. Folks, that's simply phenomenal. So you can earn up to $5,000 a day, 7 days a week. That's another thing, 7 days a week. Most companies, they only pay out for 5 days a week. Folks, the clock never stops here with 10, and you can earn up to $35,000 a week with our weekly team commissions. Then we have the residual component. You can earn up to $150 per month just off our residual bonuses, and that's off everyone who purchases our diamond pack or our basic pack on a monthly basis. And then we have our amazing car bonus program. And, folks, I swear, it seems like almost every day, but I know it looks like once a week we have a new car qualifier. 10 delivers another BMW, 10 delivers another Mercedes. Folks, we have the easiest car qualifying luxury program on the planet, bar none. Take advantage of it. We have 1-star, 2-star, up to 10-star bonuses left and right, folks, but you can flat out get paid with this amazing compensation plan. What I want to do now is let you hear from some of our great leaders down in the Houston area, folks. They joined this business, went to work right away, came in, team builder within a matter of hours, executive within a matter of hours, and they haven't slowed down since. I tell you, every time I call them, Mr. T, we just had a meeting. We just signed up 3 more people. We just signed up 10 more people. We got this person coming on. They built groups of over 10,000 before, and just so happy to have them on the team. And that's the Razzle Dazzle Brazzles from Houston, Texas. Folks, go ahead and take it away.
Well, good evening, good evening. Thank you, Mr. T. Thank you for all those accolades. It always makes me feel good when somebody says good things about us like that. But it makes me feel even better when there's somebody I can say good things about, like the people that we bring into the business. Because we are always looking for people that want to do more, and finding companies like 10 makes it even so much better, where we have something that we can offer people that they can do. Anybody can do. But all we have to do is show them that they can do it. Because we've been beat down so much on these jobs and in our lives, and we feel like that there's nothing we can do. But like I always say, get up in the morning and spend an hour in the traffic, get to work, and do the same thing all day long, something you don't like to do, working with somebody you don't want to be around, and getting off, sitting in the traffic, coming home. I said, no wonder people are so depressed and sick and tired. They just plain old sick and tired of being sick and tired. But now we got a product here. You're talking right place, right time again. We got a product here, like Melissa told us about, that's actually not just changing people's lives, but saving people's lives. And then we turn around and we hear you talk about the compensation plan and how much money can be made. But you know what I also like to talk about? I like to talk about sometimes how little money can be made. Because some people not ready for big money. Because just like those people going to work every day and sitting in the traffic and going to a job they don't like, we have some people that go to jobs that they do like. And they are doing things that they like to do, they love to do, and satisfying their life purpose. They're just not getting paid what they're worth. They're not getting paid the money that they need to continue to have the lifestyle that they want to have. They're just getting paid just enough, making a living and not being able to make a life. Well, see, with 10, we can actually get in 10. The way I love the way you were talking about how you can get in there. That first thing, if you just go out and sell our products. I was talking to a young man just last night. I realized myself, when you get into 10, I put the numbers to it. When you sign up as a distributor in 10, you come in with a $345 profit already, because you're not paying to get in the business. You're buying your product, and you come in with a $345 profit, and that's including everything being accounted for, including shipping and handling. So you come into this business with a $345 profit, and you making money right there. Even if you did nothing more than just retail that product out, putting it in the hands of people who need it, people who just don't know we have it. I heard it one time that, the cure for cancer is in the graveyard. Do we want to take this to the graveyard with us? We have all the people in our lives and the people that they know and that they know that need this product. We can come in this company. We can make a couple of $100 a week. We can make a couple of thousand a week. We can make a couple of $100,000 a year. There is no limit to what we can do with 10. And all it is, everybody's doing the same thing. 2 who get 2 who get 2. And if everybody just got their 2 and they got their 2, it's not rocket science. It's so simple. I didn't never say it was easy. Sometimes it's not easy for people to talk to people, but about something good. But this is something you can talk to just about anybody about. So simple. But sometimes we might want to complicate, but don't complicate it. Just get your 2 and let them get their 2 and help them get their 2. And you're sharing something that people need and people want. They just need to know that you have it. And I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Brazel now.
All right. Thank you. I'll tell you, I'm so excited. I mean, with all the testimonies and everything that we've been hearing and such good support like Mr. T, this guy, has been consultants with companies, top income earners in this industry. We're talking about always we have access to people like this that's committed to these calls and building a business for our team. For the new people that are on here, I'm going to tell you something. And as well as the people that have been in this business. Because sometimes, we have to rejoin again, even if we're already in this program. I'm going to tell you something. The timing couldn't be no more perfect than what it is. You don't understand that we probably have less than probably 2,000 people in this program. And if you hear the testimonies, it's not going to be that way for long. With all the heavy hitters and the people that are looking at this company and getting ready to come in and do big things with this, Where do you want to be? You want to be in front of that wave. So when that wave comes, you want to ride that wave. We already talked about how Paul Zane Pilsner is a well-known economist, presidential advisors, talks about what's the next trillion-dollar industry. Guess what it is, folks? It's the wellness industry. The baby boomers. We have something that not only can cure financial cancer, but can help with other health issues. We listened to Melissa the other night talk about a lady that was going to have part of her limb amputated. We just talked to her, and she got on these sprays and it saved the limb. We're talking about people out there that's about to lose or possibly lose their car, their home, their jobs, maybe even contemplating suicide. So we have the answer. We have the program. We have the company. We have the leadership. We have the product. I haven't seen a product like this, and we've been in this industry for quite some time. I've never seen a product that really has allowed for my wife to get her groove back. And I always say now, Rosie's got her groove back, not Stella got her groove back. So that's what I'm talking about. And we're talking about, hey, I'm telling you, you got to get excited, y'all. Start dreaming again. Start believing again. Stop, listening to what I call those noisy pop-ups. We're just like computers. And every day something is going in. Every day, whether it's good or bad. Start believing. Start talking to people. Start dreaming again. I'll just share this with you right quick. And this is awesome when you can go on the internet and go out there and look at a Bentley or big body Mercedes or BMW and not worry about the price. This is what this industry can do for you. You don't have to settle for less. You don't have to settle for the second chance financing and all the things that other people have to settle for. We got the business. We got the company. We got the products. We got the people. And all you got to do is see yourself in those vehicles, drive using this this perfect vehicle. And that's what I wanted to say. And thank you again, Mr. T, for your support. We appreciate it. We appreciate you for offering and making the sacrifices with yourself on these calls every Tuesdays and Thursdays.
That's right. Thank you, Mr. T. And y'all, everybody got to be in D.C. to see my groove.
That's right.
Absolutely. If you don't come for nothing else, you got to come for that for sure. Woo! Boy, I tell you, amazing, amazing. I appreciate it. Much love back to you all. Great leaders, folks. And, like I said, they've done it, folks. They got downlines of 10,000 or more. They've done it in this industry, and that says a whole lot to hear the excitement from them. And I tell you, just keep on rocking and rolling out there. Yes, Dr. Rose, we definitely look forward to seeing you get your groove on in D.C. Folks, September 27th, live D.C. Do not miss it. Definitely make plans to be there. And if you're not a member of our team right now, folks, get back with the person that invited you to this call, $3.99 one time, and you can dream again. Another special announcement, or let me repeat the special announcement. We're going to have a corporate call tomorrow with CEO Mel Gill, and it looks like it's going to be 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to have this call again on Thursday, same time, same place, same number. Make sure you bring all of your brand new guests that you sign up. All right, folks, have a great night. Thank you. Much love and respect, and we'll see you all at the top. God bless everyone.